Hi, for today's unboxing, I have a box from Bosten General Store. Open up the box. Who is this lady? Look like it's a thank you card from Bosten General Store. I wonder she is the owner. Are you guys familiar with Bosten General Store? And then we have a 10th anniversary Bosten General Store sticker. I guess they have been around for a while. My order was well packed and let's open it up. Such a good size box, but only 2 items in this box. The first one is Kakimori Sakura wood nib holder. I love this kind of minimalist packaging. It does say made in Japan. Open it up is this beautiful pen nib holder made from Japanese cherry wood. It's 7 inches long, has a smooth texture and easy to hold in hand. You can't do anything with this nib holder, you do need a pen nib for this to work. Looks like it's a standard size nib holder. The next item is a Kakimori brush metal nib. It's in this similar minimalist packaging. I bought this to go along with the nib holder, or should I say, I bought the nib holder to go along with this brush metal nib. You can also get this in stainless steel, but I heard the brush version is smoother to write. The design of this pen nib is rather simple yet effective. The ridges around it are the places where the inks go when you dip into an ink bottle. Now let's assemble these two so that I can try it out. It's very straightforward, nothing complicated about using this pen. I just pull out a random sketchbook, nothing fancy about this sketchbook. And the ink I use for this test is Iroshizuku Shinryoku. I believe it means deep green, please correct me if I was wrong. This is made in Japan. Iroshizuku inks are some of my favorites. They are really high quality and the colors are beautiful. Just look at this bottle, it's really well crafted. Just look at the dip at the bottom. I believe the design is for you to use every last drop of the ink. Just look at this color. Isn't this beautiful? Now let's dip the pen and try it out. I'm going to practice drawing some lines and shape. Please don't laugh at me, I didn't practice ahead of time. I'm going to start with some horizontal lines. I know my lines are not perfect, but the ink flows really well. I think I need more practices. Probably should have done more drawing rather than spend too much time shopping on lines. Then some vertical lines. I heard that instead of using your wrist, if you move your shoulder, you will have better control drawing vertical lines. Back to horizontal lines. This time, I changed my angles a little bit, and that's how magical this pen is. Once you change the angle, you can get different thickness. I wanted to get this pen because I wanted to use it for my drawings. I like pens that I have the freedom in changing thickness of the line when I draw. You can also use a brush pen to achieve that, but a brush pen is more challenging to control compared to this. Okay, my circles are not perfect either, but let's not focus on that. Now let's try to write something. I'm going to write some alphabets. I haven't done much calligraphy lately, so I definitely need some courage in filming this. Well, please tell me it's not that bad, right? Even though my writing is not the best, but you can see it flows smoothly. It's really easy to use. Now I'm going to try to sketch something with this pen. I feel so vulnerable doing this. These days, everything we see online, everything we see on internet, social media, they are so perfect and professional. It's scary to show your work when you know that you are not the best out there. Let me sketch this lady from the postcard. This is very casual, so please don't take this seriously. Of course, this is not a good drawing, but I truly enjoy the experience of using this pen. Anyway, when I create content on social media, I want to be less perfect because it's too stressful to push myself to the limit each time. I want to be more real and showing the other side of creative process. I don't want to give out this false impression. I don't want to just post good drawings. I think people need to know, sometimes when artists create their work, often it ends up in the trash can. If you are new to drawings, it's okay that your work doesn't look professional. Just relax, it's more important to enjoy doing it so that you can continue. Now let's move on from my TED Talk. It's time to test it on other paper. This is a little notebook I bought from Temu. I've bought from Temu for a couple of times, and I did try to film the unbagging, but I couldn't get through it each time. each orders, I saw something horrible that just made me want to say bad things. So I decided to just skip those unbagging videos. But if you want to see some disastrous unboxing videos, let me know in the comment area. Maybe next time I'll film it when I order something from Temu. I'll bring this closer so that you can see that the paper from this notebook is not the best quality. I guess for notebooks like that, it's a good one to use for testing out our art supplies, so that we can get familiar with our tools before using them on good papers. So far, I have really enjoyed using this Kakimori Dip Pen. Even though this is really pricey, but I do think that it's worth the price. Please let me know if you'd like me to do more testing in the future. Thanks for watching and please subscribe. I will have more content coming soon. Bye for now.